Hello all, I'm Mithun and welcome back to a brand new video. In the previous videos, we saw how to use OpenAI, and in the last video, we saw how to use Gemini with JavaScript, right? So in this video, let's implement the same with Python. So in this video, let me teach you how to use Gemini with Python. So everything from absolute scratch, we are going to get APIs from Gemini AI Studio, okay? And we are going to build a chatbot using Gemini SDK, very much straightforward, and also use Langchain. Okay, again, many of the folks just think OpenAI is only in the game, but yeah, Google being Google offers more for free than any of the LLM providers. So that is why for any beginner, learning Gemini or using Gemini would be a lot of benefits. Especially if you see, right, in India, Gemini hosts a lot of hackathons, AI hackathons. So getting comfortable with working with these type of providers which will help you to outshine more, okay, not only at the enterprise level but also in these hackathons, exploring new things at very less cost. Okay, so that's the whole idea of this video, and let's get started. I have my project folder open here. So whenever working with Python, the first step is to create a virtual environment, right? So let's create a virtual environment. I'm going to just say Python, okay, Python 3 minus m. I'm going to use VNV again, so I'm just going to make a note here that for people using Windows, the steps might be different. Just Google, figure it out, and get the things done. Now let me just start this or activate this env. uh, we are going to just say source whatever is in bnb bin activate, so you can see bnb got activated. Great. Again, yeah, so first let's get the API keys, and we'll store the API keys in .env, and let's install the package as well. Pip install .env, oh sorry, .env. Great. So to get the Gemini API key, so first thing you need to do is that go to the Google Cloud Console. Okay, Google Cloud Console. Again, whenever you're working with Google Cloud, don't assume that it's a paid thing. They provide a lot of credits for, they have a free tier, everything. So log in with your Google account and you will see these type of interface. And to work with Gemini, whenever you're working with Gemini, it's indirectly you're working on the cloud, on Google Cloud, being their cloud offering. So you need to create a project here, very simple project. Just click on new project, create a new project. They provide you some free projects. Just create the project name, location, everything. Just fill out the details and you will have a project up and running. Okay, so this is the first step. Once this is done, you need to generate the API key. So for that, just Google Gemini API key, and the first link you see is the AI Studio, right? So just log in here to the Google AI Studio. So here you will get a lot of things like a playground, everything. So this is the developer console. Again, log in with the same account so that all of the projects will be fetched. Now go to the dashboard. Uh, so you can enable Google Drive. So I don't bother of enabling it, but yeah, so you can enable it as well. So let me just refresh so that the account would be fetched properly. Yeah, so let me delete the older keys. Great. So to create a API key, just say create API key and just select the project. I'm going to select this project and create API key. So this will create you an API key. Great. So let's store this here. So export Gemini API key. Okay, again, so it's not random, just I'm giving Gemini API key. So these are also specified in the documentations. So let's go to the documentation. Here you can see how to use Gemini Developer API. So multiple programming languages are available. Let's come to here, but before, let's go to quick start. And here you can see it says that if you set API key as an environment variable, use this environment variable. So we need to use the same environment variable. It's not like I'm just using whatever I want. No. And we are using Python. You can just download this package. So let me install this package. Okay, again, I'm not getting any requirements.txt. So I hope you guys are following the video. Great. Now just go to Python, copy this, Before that, let me create a file, gemini.py. Again, first we need to load, right? So like, let's just say from dot env, okay, import load.env, and then just call load.env. Okay, so with this, all of your environment variables will be called. Now copy paste this. So here you are just importing the GenAI package, creating a client, setting the model, and just creating the content. I am going to just say hi. Okay, so let's keep it simple, but yeah, so you can go with complex queries as well. Okay, great. So let's run this python 3 gemini.py. With this, the API key should be utilized and the response should be given. See, hi there, how can I help you today? So this is how you work with the Google Gemini SDK. Okay, so again, we are getting everything from the documentation here, right? Again, so this is a very good documentation. You can generate text. Let me go to the overview itself. You can work with multiple models. This is image gen view 3, image gen 4. Okay, so this is for images, this is for videos, embeddings, a lot of models. You can just play around with this. So this is how you work with the Google Gemini SDK. But I told you, right? So Langchain is something which is more extensible, has a lot of offerings. So to use that, like, let me just say Gemini Lang, okay, Langchain .py. Okay, again, don't worry, all of the resources are attached in the GitHub link in the description. Okay, so let's just call this as usual, no difference. We anyways need the variables, right? So we'll call this. Now let's go to the Langchain documentation. So like, let me just say Langchain. Okay, we don't need JS. Like, let me just say Langchain. I think Langchain. Yeah. So here in the home page itself, if you go to the documentation of Langchain, oh, not the JavaScript one, sorry. Let's go to the Langchain of Python. If you scroll, you can see how to work with Gemini. So there are different models. We'll choose Gemini. Let's install this package. Great. Okay. Here comes one of the twists. You should remember that whenever you're working with this, right? So it accepts Google API key. It wants Google API key, not the Gemini API key. So let's duplicate this and give it as Google API key. Okay. With this, it can Langchain also can access. Now just copy these two lines. Okay, the first two lines were to get the API key from the user input. We don't want it, we already have it in env, right? So we are just importing this, calling this. Now, like, let me store the result. The result will go here. It will be model dot invoke. Okay, and like, just say hi. Okay, great. And now let's just print the result. Print the result. Okay, let's run this file. I'm going to say python 3 Gemini Langchain.py. Okay, so with this, now it goes to Langchain, connects to Gemini, gets the answer. So here you have inside content, right? So let me just say result.content. So this is what I'm concerned about. And let's run this, and you should see the response as, hey there, how can I help you today? So this is how you call or use Gemini using Langchain. Again, for someone who have watched the previous videos of OpenAI as well, everything remains same, only the model and the provider changed. That's it. Okay. So this is one of the reasons why we use Langchain. So just for you to have a heads up, I am showing Langchain as well. But yeah, so if your aim is to just create a chatbot, the Gemini SDK also works completely fine. Okay, so I hope now you guys are very much clear on how to build an AI chatbot using Gemini in Python. Okay, both using the SDK way and the Langchain way. So that's it for this video. I hope you had great fun watching this. Okay, again, don't worry about the resources, everything is pinned in the description. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, like the video, and share it to as many people as possible so that they get started working with AI applications as well. So that's it, and I will catch you up in the next video. Thank you.